Hey guys, how's it going? It's Alpha here. Thanks for joining me for another Puzzle and Dragons video. We are in the middle of Descended Challenge 8, I believe it is, and I've actually ran a few of the dungeons already, and honestly, I thought the footage was no good, and I just did not really want to get it up. I gotta be honest, it was the first four, and I was trying to run teams I'd either never used before or purposefully underpowered, and the results were quite underwhelming. So we're gonna just skip right over all that stuff, and gonna try and continue with the same sort of trend, but hopefully with a bit better results. So we're going to hop into Holy Goddess, which is Valkyrie Descended, which is a great card if you guys are able to clear it. If you're a newer player and you're able to get a Valkyrie, it's definitely a powerful card to get. So let's see, I think we'll start off... oh, that's right, I wanted to see if I could run... And these are kind of lesser used leads. You can see who the popular leads of the day are here, with Yomi Dragon. Well, the lead I was looking for is not there, and that is Typhon, so that's kind of a bummer. We will have to go with, let's see, I'll run a different dark team. We'll go with a Pandora, Awoken Pandora. I did put together an Awoken Pandora team. So she buffs up devils. She has the same. See, there was my Typhon team looking so good. No dice on that one, though. So there's Pandora. She buffs up devils, and she has the same leader skill as the other heroes, where a match of 4 will give you a 2 times attack, up to a match of 8, giving you a 4 times attack. And then she has a set multiplier for devils. So these are all devil types here. So let's hop on in. So Valkyrie, you start off and it's kind of like some easy stuff at the beginning here. You have some of these demon guys and everything. I don't know exactly what sort of damage these guys can do, but we're just going to assume not too much, and that something like that will be enough to take him out. Let's see how we do here. Yeah, I thought so. There are some TPAs on the team. It's definitely a row-based team, but I think maybe there's not TPAs. I think maybe the wolf might have one. That's about it. That's the Halloween werewolf guy. Let's see. So we only have 5 stages here. We've got a bunch of cards we can use actives on. So why don't we, let's see, there are a lot of cooldowns left here. Not really. We do have haste, so we'll just kind of use some actives here. So I'm just going to go ahead and try and make a row at the bottom. I'm going to use this guy, kind of go up and trace through those to put them down at the bottom. Then I'm going to head over through here and up to put the darks right next to each other, so I can kind of snake them down along the side. And then after that, I'll just match up a bit, and that should be enough to break the defense. There we go. Just a 4 combo, but after making a row, there's not quite as much time left to match up. Oh, well, we didn't quite take them out. So let's see. Oh, actually, we only took out the light one, if there was a light one. I forget what it was, to be honest. Another 4 combos. So I think that means we're not going to break the defense again. Oh, we do for some reason that time. I think I did the same match. Alright, this guy's giving me a pretty long cooldown, and he is second to last stage, but I still feel pretty comfortable using a Pandora active here. I think, so she does wood to dark and light to heal. I'm still kind of learning that because it's definitely not a team I play often. Looks like we're going to end up with just a row here again. That's okay. There we go. At least we get a nice 6 combo. We'll see what kind of damage that does. He's got a little over 1,000,000 health. And that does it. Excellent. So, now these guys are a pain. We're definitely going to use something considerable on them. Let's see. Actually, we have enough darks on the board that we could use a Pandora active and we'd be okay. I'm pretty positive. So we'll go right ahead. Match that up. Match that. Yeah, we'll just go and do that. I don't really think we have to kind of segment out those hearts and try and make a higher combo. I think actually getting the full activation will definitely deal with those demons. Alright, so now we're at actual Pandora, and her biggest attack, if we were to screw up and she uses Valkyrie Blade, it does reach 39,000. So there definitely is an opportunity for dying. We'll try and avoid that. I think what we're going to try and do is we'll use Akechi, who makes both dark and heart, and then we'll just go a little crazy and use that wolf there to get us a whole bunch of orbs, most of them enhanced. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this light and go down. I'm going to put the greens right there. 1, 2, 3. So I'll shoot down, pull this one down, and then just kind of swoop through like that to flatten them. Then I'm going to do the lights right here. And that's going to give me that match of 8, you know, the bottom row, and then the 3 on top. Or I guess that's 9. Either way, that'll give me the full match where I get the full multiplier, and we'll go for that nice one shot. So just real simple comboing right there. That gets us to that 16x. Of course, now we get some sort of ridiculous Skyfall. She's got 3.7 million, and you know, well, there you go. I mean, each Pandora was doing 4 million just on her own, so that's kind of an overpowered team for Valkyrie there. Kind of bummed out I don't have any Typhon friends. Okay, so we're going to head next into Athena. Again, a little bit of an older descent, so we're going to be dealing with more of the same stuff where we are, let's see, what other teams did I put together? We could run a water team. I've got someone that runs a Hera-Ur, a Hyper Hera-Ur, and I've got a pretty decent water team here with Awoken Idunn&Idunna. You can see she's actually maxed out. I didn't really have too many targets for my Bud Peas. Hermes is max level. I just recently max leveled Andromeda. Karen is, oh, for some reason I thought she was max level. She is not. Isis definitely is. And Hera-Ur is just about Pentamax there. So I'm pretty sure Athena is in for it. So this is a row-based team where the multiplier is not really too high. You can see okay, we just got a invade here. So what we want to do is kind of not hit her down into her kill zone, which is, I believe, 30%. We're definitely not in any danger of doing that, just kind of on our own. We could do something like that. That'll knock her down just a bit. There are some TPAs on this team, but I don't think it's going to do too much damage. Yeah, that does next to nothing. You know, we're going against the attributes. So we're just kind of matching up a bit. Really, I'm just kind of stalling. This team has a ton of hit points, a ton of recovery. So I'm going to stall for a moment or two, make sure we get a whole bunch of moves up, try and generate a few orbs so we can hopefully do a little bit of an attack now. There we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that should work. So we'll go ahead and attack with that. We'll make a row, and once we do that, then I think we'll be in a good position to use an actual move here. Oh, I gotta mess up those matches I did. Oh, it didn't do too much. Now, Idunn&Idunna is one of the cards where you use an active to buff up her attack. So anytime you use an active, you're going to attack higher. I'm just trying to bide my time. I just don't want to end up in that bottom zone. You know what? Let's just go ahead. I'm pretty sure we'll be okay if we go ahead and do this. We'll try and actually do a little matching after the fact. No sky falls, but I think we'll still be looking okay. Yeah, so we're not even doing a ton of damage here, regardless. So I think we'll be good for one more of those. Let's see. There we go. Get a little more of a match there. A 6 combo this time with a row. Hopefully that'll take her out. There we go, and we get a green jewel. Fantastic. Okay, back to the regularly scheduled program. We've got Suchu, however you say it. So that was in place of Gadius. Gadius is normally there. I think you can actually, I think he drops decently well there. Now, unfortunately, we're going green, or I'm sorry, blue on green here. So we're not going to be doing a ton of damage. There we go. Just kind of ugly work there. Yeah, I think we're just going to end up knocking him down. Maybe a water team was not the most exciting choice here since we're going against elements on this stage. So I'm just kind of scrambling around, making some matches here. We're going to wear him down. I don't think we're going to break defense. We might be able to, if we wanted to, make a row at this point. Now that he is, no longer green element, but I mean realistically, it's not really needed. So again, we'll just heal up. We have plenty of recovery here. And I think we're just going to knock him on down a bit. I really don't think there's a reason to even make a row. You could save some blue orbs for next stage. I'm pretty sure that's just going to ping him right on down. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to move on. So his defense is... Oh, just kidding. He does not have a high defense. It was just Kuchu that has a high defense. So he's got 2 million hit points, and he could hit for up to 20,000 under 50%. So what we want to do, actually, we could knock him down a bit, and there we go. Let's try and generate some orbs because he will actually... He buffs up after this, but with the amount of hit points we have, it really doesn't matter. And he's actually going to make some orbs for us, so that'll be nice. So we're just going to let him do a bit of the work for us. And we generated one more blue orb. There we go. We've actually got a pretty nice setup, so I'm just going to match up at the top so we hopefully don't use all of our blue orbs. There we go. He makes a few more for us. And we'll go ahead. I think we could do 2 full rows here. And no matter what, he does not have the capacity to take us out. There we go, with a little cascade action. I think that'll be pretty good. You know, I didn't use an active, so it's not going to be a huge multiplier, but there we go. Yeah, we're not going against element or anything here. I guess I could have been using actives a little more liberally because we're now at Athena. So her first turn, she's going to put up a status shield, so you kind of get a free turn. She will, let's see, she'll skip her turn under 15%, and then she does a kill shot. So if you get her in that spot, make sure that you've got some actives kind of stored up. You don't want to leave yourself high and dry there. All right. Let's see. I think this might just kill her. So again, when you're dealing with a board like this where they're kind of clumped up, I start on one end, make some rows. So I'm going to start right here with this light. I'm going to go down and pull that up. Then I'll go over and down to line up those four, and then come over, up, and then over and down. Then we have a top row. Then from there, I'm going to, let's see, we have enough. I believe we're going to make a row in the middle and then a match. So let's see if we go ahead and do that. So we got a 3, plus we got a boost for using a turn, plus Idunn&Idunna's active will also boost up the attack, and that is definitely enough to take out Athena. Excellent, down goes Athena, and we got that nice green jewel on the invade. Let's see. Up next, Honorable Dragon. So in this one, I was planning to use, let's see, how's that looking? That looks good. Coral. That reminds me of that meme from Walking Dead where Rick is saying, come on, Coral, all attributes required. Oh, I missed, oh, that's right, I actually set up Typhon to be the all attribute guy, and no one's up for that. So that's okay, we're going to hop out real quick. It sure would be a shame to take out some of these guys, but we got to. So we'll go here, and we're going to call upon Gadius the Great. So he is max skilled at least, and he's maxed out. Sometime I want to put some HP latents on him just for ha-has. There we go. We are all set. We're red, and then we've got those sub attributes to get us in the dungeon. I think we're looking okay here. We don't. I think we're at like 80% skill bind resist, and we don't have a bind clear. So let's make sure we don't get bound. That'd be bad. So let's just go ahead and try and kill everyone. So Shiva gives a base multiplier, and then it buffs up as you do additional combos. So you want to do, oh man, this board looks beautiful. You want to do TPAs and combos. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with this guy here, go down, so I match these guys up, then go over and across, down and across, and then pull this red up to make a TPA there. We've already set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 combos, and I should be able to get these guys up against the side. Especially since I've planned all this out and I'm pathing, I'm going to have more time. Well, not more time, but I know I'm going to be moving quicker. I'm not stacking. I'm going here, here, here. That ended up there, and we could even set those up. So a very nice clean combo there with a TPA, which I guess really we didn't need a TPA. These are kind of weak starter guys here. And let's see. So now you can see the board isn't as nicely set up here, but I think we're just going to go ahead and try and do some stacking here. We've got a decent amount of time extends. I think we have 3, 1 for each Awoken Shiva and 1 on the ultimate Ur. So I'm going to shoot with this guy. I'm just going to shoot right up to put this down and put this down. Then I'm going to move this guy all the way down, then pull that over, and I'm going to try to match up the green before I head to the right side of the board. So let's go ahead and get that done. There we go. So we got to that 7, which gives you the full multiplier on Shiva. Actually, I think maybe 6 does. I'll have to check it out next time. I don't really play Shiva too much. I wanted Shiva forever because I just have such great setup teams for him. But by the time I got him, I had kind of given up on him, and I ended up with a Shiva dragon. Okay, so we want to make our TPA. So I'm going to make the TPA actually up at the top. but I'm going to, I'll start with this heart down here, and I'll flatten these guys out. So I'll go through, up, and around, and up. And that will give me a flattened green. Then I'm going to get this guy up to the top and then snake these over. And then just work on the rest of the board and try and get to my, what I think is 6. Not too great. Only got to a 5 there, which I know is not the max multiplier, but it'll definitely be enough with a TPA to get through those guys. Alright. Uh-oh, we are dealing with a sub right here. Or a bind. Who gets it? Zao Zao for 4 turns. That's just mean. That's okay, though. Okay. So, let's see. I know Hino, yeah, he enhances dark, so you can't count on all of the light, or the enhance to be fire. So we have 3 there that we know of. So we could kind of start matching those. And really, we could match the dark as well, but it's going to get confusing. So I'm going to match those 3 and then swipe and see if we can figure out some more combos. So we have 1, 2, 3. I was just a second off from getting a few more. There we go, some lucky Skyfalls. I'll always take those. Let's see, I don't know if, yeah, I didn't think that was going to break that guy's defense. He has got 600,000 defense, and we don't have enough to make a TPA, so I don't think we're going to bust through that defense, but we'll give it a shot here. Really, not in a rush. I don't think he's really capable of doing anything too dangerous, so, but yeah, at this point, actually, we could be using actives. Yeah, he's not doing too much. We do have a boosted recovery. Now that we can make a TPA, let's see if we can bust through just to give it a shot. So I always find one of the best spots for TPAs along the side here. Although I would have to kind of turn this and then bring it in. But I think in this case it could be worth it. So I'm going to go here, loop through to flatten it, and then go through on both sides to put it along the side there. Okay, so we got our full multiplier. Let's see if that's enough to bust through with the TPA. We do have some triple TPA monsters. No, we're just not hitting 600,000 there. So that's okay. All we need to do is match up, and we'll make sure we heal up as well. Okay, so now we're going to want to make sure that we bust through the defense, if at all possible, here of the little cat dude, whatever the heck his name is. He skips a turn, and then he hits pretty, not too hard, but 13,000. So I mean, that's half our hit points here. You know, it's not a super tanky team. So we're gonna see if we can go ahead and make 2 TPAs. With all these colors on the board, it's going to be a little tricky to do 2 TPAs and hit 6 combos. We're going to give it a shot here. I'm going to start by flipping these darks down to the bottom, and then I'm going to actually shoot over on the bottom all the way through like that. So I set them against the side. I'm going to put fire TPA there, put some water there, and then I will go ahead and do another fire TPA vertically, try and finish up with water there. And I'm just going to hope that the power of the TPA is going to make it work. Alright, with 2 TPAs, let's see if we break through here. I mean, I know those red goblins are going down. Yeah, so that does it for sure. Alright, let's hope we get the green guy. Could have seen that coming, right? Hope for the green one. You know you're getting the blue one. So he's got 150,000 defense with 33,000 hit points. So he's not terribly difficult, to be honest. I thought it was a little bit tougher. If we wanted to, we could use Hinokagu Tsuchi, because we would for sure sweep through, and the defense break. Actually, never mind. It wouldn't carry on because we've got a status shield going up first turn. So we're just going to go through and make some TPAs, and that's going to be enough. Oh, some crazy Skyfalls here. That'll definitely take him out. Okay, so as we head into the last stage, we're dealing with 4.25 million hit points. We've got a status shield going up preemptively, so we're not getting any help that way. No delay, so Zhao Zhao is really only good for his orb change, which is fine. We do have a bind we're dealing with under 50%. We're going to have devil type bound. That's not good. Is he a devil? He is a devil. So we want to be careful with that, because we cannot we can't really negate that. So we're going to go ahead. I don't think I'm going to do 2 million with the TPA, but I'm actually going to play it super safe, and we're going to try to not make a TPA. We're just going to match up. We're going to stack a bit. We're going to match these guys here, but we're going to come out, flip those down, flatten out the hearts, and pull those over, and we'll try and match up the wood and light over here. Oop. Oh man, I sweeping on through, but they end up cascading anyway, so. Okay, so that should be good, because I don't think we're going to do too much damage that way. Excellent, good. So we buffs up his attack, which isn't that big of a deal. If we go under 30%, we do have a chance of getting one-shotted, though. So we want to make sure that we could just go ahead and... Well, that was pretty ugly. We'll just do this. I'm going to buff these guys on up. And we're just going to do a real simple match here. We're going to pin a single match up top and a TPA down at the bottom. So I'm going to control this heart here. I'm going to go right on through and down to flatten out, and I'll make 4. Then I'll come back around and go down there to put a heart here, and then the 3 right there. And at that point, I'll just pass down through here to again make 4 and park the heart I'm moving right there. So we'll have a match at the top and a TPA at the bottom. See, very simple there. So it gets us our 5 combos. So it's not as full multiplier, but we had so many buffed up enhanced orbs that we just kind of knew we would do the damage needed. Excellent. And actually that's a... Oh man. I want to... Okay, we're going to cut this for 1 second. Let's see. Okay, we are back. I just cleared out a little bit of box space, and actually we're going to go and I wanted to hop into the mailbox. Do that. Stick with me here. We're moving fast. And if you've seen some of my recent videos, you know that I recently pulled a Ra, and I've been working on that ever since. And there we go. We had all of the materials, and we got our Ra awoken. Woo! Actually, I got some shine peas to feed them too. I don't think they're heading anywhere else. So I'll probably do that. I mean, not right now, but that is great. So let's go. We have enough stamina for 2 more. So we have Fiend Prince, which is what's it called? We have Beelzebub. So if we're gonna go light here, I'm gonna go light on Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and grab a Gadius friend. Let's run a Gadius lead. Someone said they recently got a Gadius and they were wondering kind of where he fits. Oh no, do I not have anyone up? Oh, there was a Typhon. Did you guys see that Typhon? Heyo. Let's go ahead and do that then. That was supposed to be my team for the, oh wait. No, we don't have a full board change. Oh yeah, what am I saying? Typhon's a full board change. Sure, that should work. So Typhon, he works by putting together um, continuous sets of hearts. So we're gonna go ahead. We could even do this. I think these guys hit right off the bat, so we don't want to let them kind of hang out. Let's see, we'll go here. A 25x attack with a row. Cool, that takes out the, I got the wrong dungeon up here. Let's make sure we're on the Fiend Prince. Got some poisons on the board. I don't think it's too big of a deal. Let's just make sure we're prepared. If you guys don't run dungeons with Puzzle Dragon X up, I highly recommend it. You just kind of get to see what's coming here. Like for instance, this guy is going to hit for 10,000. At under 50%, he'll hit for 15,000, and that's about it. So at this point, we could actually go ahead and match up these poisons and just kind of get rid of those. Alright, looks like our recovery isn't fantastic here, so we don't want to take too many hits because we're going to end up having to use our hearts for recovery instead of attacking. So let's see if we stall one more time here. Yeah, that should be okay. Well, we didn't generate any hearts for attacking, so we're going to have to go ahead and we'll use a Pandora. Since all our skills are up, we won't use Awoken Pandora. We'll save that for after we use some skills. That way we take advantage of the haste available. So I'm going to go ahead and put a row down at the bottom. That's going to be, I think, there we go, 42x attack. That's his max multiplier there. So a row with a row of dark, a row of hearts, that's going to give you the biggest multiplier you can get here. Okay, so here we have 600,000 defense and 39 hit points, and she blinds the board there. So let's see, we kind of know which ones are our dark. Let's see if we can put those guys up at the top and then make a row of the dark afterwards, just using, you know, the shape of the hearts and the enhance of the dark, and see if that'll get us where we want to be. Ooh. I don't know if 25x is going to break that defense. Nope. I think we kind of had to get a little bit better into that. So, okay, we're going to, we got a 75% gravity on the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or we could just use a Pandora. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to take this guy to make a row of these darks here. So basically we want to make sure that we leave a bottom one for our exit, right? Because if the bottom orb is below the row you're making, you'll exit out the bottom and then you can match up the bottom of the board. So since we have our 5 hearts waiting for us and we'll have 6 total, we'll be able to make our row. Let's see, so hopefully that'll do it. We only got a 4 combo, but we did get the full multiplier. There we go. Someone busted through. That was probably Yomi Dragon if I had to guess. Alright, we have 3 turns to do 1.3 million damage. And really that shouldn't be too difficult here. I mean, we could stall around a bit. Oh, wow, that was ugly. Didn't expect that, right? Unfortunately, without Yomi up. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Well, we didn't want to match up those. There we go. That helps out a bit. So I'm going to take this guy, drag over to make those 3 hearts at the bottom. Then I'll cycle through this twice to flatten it, then cycle it on down, and we should still have time to make a row afterwards. And try and move quickly. Little TPA action as well. Plenty of movement time here with Yomi on the team and Yomi Dragon on the team. Lots of time extends. Now the one thing that I kind of forgot about, to be honest, is that we could deal with a whole board of poisons, and our full board changes are Typhon, and we're not going to be able to use our last Typhon unless we get that poison. So at this point, it looks like we can match up 3, which I think gives us a 25x attack. Or, I'm sorry, not 3, 5. We do have enough to make a row, but the odds of us pulling that all together, it'll be a challenge. Let's see how we do here. Not really too much, too many combos, unfortunately. Let's see. He doesn't hit too hard. We do have to deal with a 15,000 attack. So again, we don't really want to be using our heals defensively, but I suppose, there we go. That will kind of enable us to, well, survive at this point. So I'm going to control, let's see. It'd be best not to match the poison, but it might be a little bit challenging. I'm going to take this and actually pull to the left, and hopefully that will bunch up the poison so we don't match them. We'll make a row underneath. Actually, it would make sense to just make the row right where it stands, to cycle through there, and then come all the way back around and go up. That will leave us with only a 4 match on the hearts, but we're just going to have to live with that. Alright, we got some more poison on the board. I think at this point, honestly, I guess we're kind of hoping we're not going to get screwed by a Typhon board like we were originally, but that's a lot of poison, and we get, unless we get them under 40%, we're going to be dealing with, it's real close, but we just don't have the orb, so we're going to gamble here. We'll use that, and we should be okay. We should have plenty of time to kind of do exactly what we need to here. I think that will take care of Beelzebub. So again, a lead I don't really use often, but pretty fun. A little bit of a different run. So let's see if we go on to the Demonic Fire Queen, Hera-Ur. This will be the last run here since we're just about out of stamina for the day. And this one, as long as we have a Gadius friend up, we're going to run it with Gadius. As I continue my quest to use some different leads here. There we go. Oh, actually, that team is somewhere over here. Oh, I didn't get to use Yuria. I forgot about that. That was my original plan for Beelzebub, so I could go light on dark, but um, okay, so these guys, they're gonna hit pretty hard, right? Yeah, they're hitting pretty hard. We don't want them to be hitting us, so we want to just match up this turn. Okay, we're gonna make sure we target this guy. So if you're unfamiliar with Gadius, he works just like the Uria team, where you want to make matches and multiple combos of hearts. So I could go right on through. Once I make 2 heart combos, he's a 36x multiplier. Put that together with some, I mean, in that case, it's a TPA, which only Erd and Zhao Zhao have TPA. Okay, we got a little bit of a preemptive going on. We're going to get hit for either 12,000 or 14,000, and under 50%, we're going to get hit for 23,000. And you can see this is not a super durable looking team. So we're going to go ahead and kind of play it safe here, but that's okay. Just to make sure we ain't going to end up dead, we will... Oh, that should do it. Let me save a few other orbs on the board. Okay, so we're moving on here. We've got... This guy's going to hit for 10,000 under 50%. He will hit for 16,000, and then after that he'll bind water cards. So again, we have to break this defense 600,000. If we don't do that, we're looking at getting hit a decent amount for a team that is kind of a glass cannon. So I think in this case we're going to use Yamato Takaru. He creates fire orbs from wood and then heart from dark. And you can see we have plenty of each now. I'm pretty sure our 36x row will get us exactly where we need to be. So I'm going to take this so I kind of cycle right on through like that. Actually, I won't do that. I'll go through here and then over. Then I'm going to pull up the rest of these. If I can, I'm going to make a TPA down here and then make another heart match right there. And that will give us our 36x with a row and a TPA, so we will be sitting pretty. I'm pretty sure that's going to bust through the defense. We have to hit at least 600,000, and everyone's doing over that. Even my Gadius without any pluses and not too high of a defense, attack rather. Okay. Let's see, what kind of attacks are we looking at here? 10,000, 12 to 19,000 under 50%. Whew, that's close. And under 50%, a bind on dark cards, which we don't have any of. Okay, I think we're looking okay. I think I'm actually going to go and try and heal up and use a TPA attack. So let's go ahead and set that up instead of just constantly cycling actives. Diagonal to the rescue. Cascade down some matches there. Let's see, we're doing with 940,000. That's probably going to take her out actually. There we go. Didn't have to use an active at all. Let's see, we're going to hope that my favorite move... Oh yeah, that's going to pay off big time. The old whammo kablamo, as it were. So I'm going to take this. Since we have a dual color board, you know, we could really look at stacking up those combos. We're going to be able to do... There's a kind of a cool move that I don't really have down yet. But maybe I'll try and give it a try here because it makes an extra combo. That means we're going to put 3 hearts here, 3 hearts here, then 1, 2, 3, 4 hearts there. That's the move, and that makes an extra combo. And I should be able to get it here. I'm going to take this guy to move. Let's see what we could do. There we go. Oh, I messed it up somehow. That was supposed to, they were supposed to cascade. I thought I had that. Oh well. The follies of live dungeon runs. Okay, well, obviously that was enough damage there. I never even used the Gadius actives with the haste, but we did quite well on that. And that's going to wrap it for the day, guys. That's the next 4 dungeons. Should be back tomorrow to run some more. We'll start putting together a little more powerful teams, or teams I'm a little more comfortable with and use more often. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what kind of teams you run. If there's anything particular you want to see, or any teams that you want to see run, or any strategies you want to see employed, and I'll do my best to try and do it. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, Alpha out.